everybody.
Hello.
So I got a haircut.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, not the point of the video, but just a little flex that I got a haircut. What's up everybody, it's Jenna and Leanna, and today we are filming a tips for beginner runners. Seeing as we both have been running for quite a few years now, we thought we would share some tips for anyone who's thinking of running or just starting out. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with our experience, like how we just started running and why we stuck with it, because maybe that'll give you guys some inspiration. You wanna start?
Yeah, so I started when I was younger than Jenna. I actually started competing in middle school, so it was 7th grade, and I think what made me like it the most was my coach was really good about he didn't have us do a lot of intense or high volume anything. It was more like, you're just starting out with this. He just wanted us to sort of enjoy it and start to get to know running and get to know ourselves as runners. So the most I ever did was maybe a 3-mile run the first year. Yeah, it was good. Like sometimes we would run to Dairy Queen. He kept it really fun. And then always just taking away something positive from every race. Like when you're first starting out, there's no reason to be hard on yourself. Just like take positives away from everything.
When I actually started, I was like 15, and by then it's like the environment around me was fairly competitive, so it was a bit of a shock at first to get just immersed into that. But I think the thing that kept me going was just like every practice, just taking away something positive and seeing progress is something that kept me going. And my coach, of course, he was super great. Nothing was like super stressful, and everything was based off of minutes. That might be a good tip.
Yeah.
For if you're starting, don't think about the mileage and like your pace. Just think of it as effort in minutes. Focus on the effort, not so much the time.
Yeah.
That's what kept me sane.
Yeah. In middle school, I didn't even know what mileage I was doing.
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
I didn't even know my mileage until college.
Yeah, when I talked to my coach now, like how little it was. And then in high school, we only did minutes. We didn't do miles either.
Yeah. Okay, so our first like official tip would be to not overtrain when you're starting, because I know when you're getting into running, it does kind of get exciting and fun, but if you overtrain, you're a lot more likely to get injured, especially if you don't really have a background in running. Your body is not used to running so much, so you just have to take it slow.
I feel like every other day is good. Yeah, it's just good to keep in your mind that even if things feel good in the short term, like long term, it's better if you just can stay consistent.
One thing my coach in high school always stressed was increase one variable at a time. So either increase the length of your runs until that starts to feel really good and comfortable and you're at a length that you think is right for you, or increase the intensity, so start getting faster. Don't try to do both at once. Don't try to increase your runs and the pace at the same time, because that's more likely going to lead to injury.
Yeah, and thinking about things in a bigger picture. Like it's not every single day you have to increase the time that you run. It would be more like, okay, after a week of 20-minute runs, maybe next week I'll do 20 and 30-minute runs. Yeah. Second tip is stretching, rolling, and prehab. That is a big one that's going to save your life. Yeah. Yeah, if you won't feel like you need it at first, but you need it, and it's good to get in the habit of it.
Yes. See if you can find some sort of mobility online. There's so many things. Just search like what to do before a run, what exercises to do before a run, and try to stick to that every day, because you will feel better. I know since my injury I haven't had any like flare-ups, and I do think part of it is from that. And you can also watch my stretching video.
Yeah. And it's good to know what problem areas you have, because then you can focus on that. Like, I used to have a million stress fractures in my shins, so I found out that was because I wasn't firing my glutes the right way. So now I do a bunch of glute and hip exercises, then that helps me. So everyone's a little different, but it's good to figure out what you have.
Yeah, and if you feel like a little bit of tightness or soreness, definitely maybe invest in a foam roller or some just like tennis balls or something, because that might save your life. Tip 3.
Yeah, okay, so form is important. I don't think it's something that you need to worry about when you're first starting running. Like, you got a lot of other things that you're thinking about, and you're not running that much, so form isn't going to hurt you very much if you're doing something wrong. But over time, it's good to be aware of what your form is and maybe where some of your weaknesses are, and look into strengthening those weaknesses so that your form is better. So like I said, I wasn't running with my glutes the right way. Like, I was compensating with my lower leg muscles when I was running. And then when I fixed my form, I haven't had any
She's so
satisfaction
good.
since.
Okay, another tip I have is try to find a local group or a friend to run with, because running with people is 10 times better, 100 times better than running by yourself, and it'll just keep you motivated, keep you accountable, and you can work together with that person, especially if you guys are like on the same page, to get faster and just, I don't know, have someone to talk to while you're running. And even if you can't talk to them at the beginning, like, just having someone there is a lot better. Okay, our last tip is try to somewhat like document your running, just one way or another, whether it's like an app like Garmin or Strava, or writing it down in a journal or something, but somewhere where you can track maybe like what run you did, how you felt. It doesn't have to be like a super long thing, but it's kind of nice to look back on, and again, it like holds yourself accountable, and you keep track, so you know 1 week you're not doing so much, or like you're doing something completely different, you're staying.
Like, if you're feeling bad after a week or two, you can look back at a journal or like notes that you have and see if you were changing something or something wasn't working, and then you can have a better idea of what to fix in the future.
Yeah, that's good.
Just
Or
gives
if
you
you're
some
feeling really
guidance.
good, then you know, okay, this is what makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's the ideal situation.
Yeah, but also when you're feeling bad, so you know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any video requests you have down below. I'm going to do a gear video. I've gotten a lot of requests for that. I promise I'm going to once we get all our gear. This is wonderful. Yeah, we got some gear coming, but I want to wait till I have it all to show you guys, so. Okay.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Subscribe for more. Bye.
Bye.